Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're live on the LI Sports Network. Getting ready for our middle game of the night. St. Anthony's Friars, Ward Melville Patriots here in the Varsity Division. Pats entering tonight 3-11, currently occupying the 9th place in the varsity standings with 7 points on the season. One back of Middle Country for that 8th and final spot for the playoffs. 3 back of Connecticut for the number 7 spot. Friars 11-1-1 entering tonight. 2 points back of the Bulls for first place, and a win will put them right back up top, tied with them for the lead here in the varsity standings. Travis Quigley on the call, Paul Trentini on the camera. We are underway. Friars and Patriots. We had the Friars and the Bulls kick things off tonight in the freshman division. Now the varsity doubleheader is underway as we get a quick icing call going against Ward Melville. It was the Friars who picked up the win last time out, 9-2, back on October 10th when these two teams met, so a little over 2 months back. Declan Heffernan getting the start for Ward Melville tonight. Benjamin Bonadio on the opposite side for the Friars. Puck is taken away and skated out of the zone by Schleider. He got knocked to the ice. Back with St. Anthony's. Norris settles it down. Moves out to Catallo. Catallo driving in wide with a chance around the net. Heffernan hugging the post. Friars couldn't keep it in. Burke chops it out of the zone. Stiuso jumped over his stick. Catallo back to help and moves it to Budicavoli. Into the zone, 3-on-3. Battle on the boards, walking off out of the corner. Save Heffernan on the chance from Ryan Riggins. Riggins gets the pass in front of his own bench, looking middle. McFadden takes it away. Leaves it back for Inklin. Touch pass middle, and it's back with the Friars. Carrasco, pressured by McFadden. Riggins takes a check against the bench of Ward Melville. Off the boards, out of McFadden's reach. Stiuso off the boards, going long, and Riggins. Backhand into space, driving wide is Busa. Busa has it knifed away from him by Sherman. Riggins is there to scoop. And we'll get a stoppage as the net came off. Face-off's going to stay inside the Ward Melville zone. Shot from the point, breadbasket save. Quick regroup. Friars right back in. Sorrentino knifed off the stick. Chance wide from the point. Toe save for Heffernan. Kelly back up top. Kanksa return to Kelly into the slot. Intercepted. And it's pushed out of the zone, pass beyond the reach of Curley from Fisher. Icing called on St. Anthony's. A little over 3 minutes gone in the first. Farrell all over it. Couldn't keep it in the zone as now Azaridi's going to skate. Goes through the legs of Sherman, pops to Catallo. Shot way up in the air, goes out of play. Catallo drags, shot blocked, recollects it. Trying to drop it off to Steve, so down to the corner. Inkland back up the wall for Farrell. Declan Farrell long off the boards. Rayleigh trying to catch up to it. Bonadio way out, diving poke. McFadden scoops. Shot hits the outside of the net. Azaridi down to collect and hits Catallo. Catallo racing in, and the shot hits the glass. Stays in the zone. Back to Azaridi, big check on the blue by Farrell. Azaridi shoots, went wide. Catallo rolls out to the point. Steve So's shot, save Heffernan. Holds for the stoppage. Back up top, through the skates of Riggins. Schneider's there, grabs it to the weak side. Glove down by Norris, keeping the zone. Through the middle of the ice, Busa trying to settle it. Chipped out off the glass by Kazorik. Kanksa collects. Gets to moving. Kanksa weaves through. Schleider just knocks it away before he can get a shot off. 5 minutes gone in the opening period. Still looking for the first tally. Point with it, then hammered back down the wall over the stick of Riggins. Still with St. Anthony's behind the net. Sorrentino couldn't settle it. Puck chipped out. Burke on it first. Behind the back pass. One-timer denied by Bonadio. McFadden's F1. Pushed up the boards. Stretch pass out. And on the near side, collecting and driving with speed is Busa before it's swept away from him. Still with the Friars, backhanded low. Sherman on it first. Chipping it ahead for Rayleigh. Rayleigh, rolling puck into space. McFadden trying to catch it. Takes a swipe at it. Budicavoli there as well. And he'll take possession. Little shoulder fake on Paragoski, and now moves it long to Kelly. One-on-one chance for Kelly off the cut back. After losing the handle, it kicks across to Catallo. Stops up on the dot. Shoots! Blocked on the way. Poked out of the zone by McFadden. Slowed up by Kanksa. Back in Catallo. Catallo, nice move on the backhand. He scores! Silky mitts from Catallo. He's got 9 this season now. 1-0 for the Friars. Just a looping backhand right over the shoulder of Heffernan. And a 1-0 lead early on here. Right back in comes Catallo. He shoots right off the bar. Kanks on the keep, drops it to the corner for Kelly. Kelly goes point Norris. Quick one touch right back down to where it came from. Kelly trying to split through a couple. It's jabbed away by Curley. A high flip into space for Burke. And Burke with speed, protecting the puck. Backhand try. skipped wide. Kazorik back on goal. Benadio out of play. Right of Benadio, Curley, and Azariti. Azariti wins it. Tanks off the glass. Schleider trying to keep it with the shin pad. He does. Curley trying to spin it on goal. Missed the target. Kazorik also wide. Schleider on the pinch. Tied up in his skates. Curley's going to collect this puck. Tries a shot. Blocked. Burke back with it. Throws it behind the net. Norris is there. Trying to reverse it. Pops out through the slot. Right to Schleider. His shot's blocked by Busa. Kanksa. Down low for Norris. McFadden on him. Kazorik up to the point for Schleider. Schleider settles. Kicks it behind the cage to McFadden. That pass gets blocked. Kanksa just trying to get it out of trouble. Sends it all the way. Going to take the icing here. Farrell up to the point. Nothing doing there. Puck move to Catallo. Catallo with another shot that goes over the net. He's letting it fly a lot here in this first period, and he forces a turnover. Drives in. Saucer pass, one touch off to the corner. Whistle goes as the net came off once more. Ward Melville win the draw and clear, but the Friars put it right back in. Schleider hard off the boards, big kick out, and Budicavoli races to settle it down. A little head fake and curls up the bench side of the ice. Now over to the spectator side, where Paul and I reside up in our bird's nest. Back into the zone, Sorrell. Point, shot through, Heffernan save, rebound, Heffernan covers it up. From the point, and it's a body. St. Anthony's keep possession out of the corner, save Heffernan, and takes another whistle. Chance goes wide, and Inkland going to try to clear. High flip off the glass, punch back into the zone by Stiuso. McFadden swoops back to collect. Looking long. Stiuso intercepts at the red. Back over the blue line. Pass came behind Kelly as Zaridi scoops it. Trying to split through, is knocked off the puck. Taken back by Kelly to Azaridi. Quick hands, he scores! Great mitts from Azaridi, and it's 2-0 for the Friars. Quick pass, and Azzuriti beats one, splits through another. Forehand, backhand, and tucks it past the pad of Heffernan. 2-0 lead. 4:50 remaining in the first. It's Norris who spins after the face-off win and carries straight up the ice. Takes a check on the wall, still possessing the puck though. Now gets tied up, and it'll allow Fisher to collect and skate. Fisher, hard wrap in deep. Zork looking to meet it there with Norris, and Norris takes possession. D-to-D pass for Kanksa, settles the bouncing puck. Kanksa in offside. Off the boards to the point. That's deflected. Save made by Heffernan. Back up top. Norris just hammers it low. Patriots clear their zone. McFadden kicks it outside. Farrell back to McFadden. Save! Bonanio on the double pad stack. Rusa back in, takes a check. Off the board, Sorrentino, save, rebound, and another stop for Heffernan. Kept in Busa. Looking point with it, Budicavoli settles it down, D-to-D pass, Stuso fires, hits a stick on the way. Another D-to-D look. Down to the corner, it's Riggins. Little head fake, Riggins walks out, chance is blocked. Gathers it up again. Riggins to the net, and Inklin will block it off, take it away, put it up the boards. Budicavoli pinches to keep the zone. Ward Melville just looking to clear, they do. As the Friars regroup, Budicavoli off the wall beyond the reach of Busa, icing called. Let's take a look at that double pad stack save from Ben Bonadio. Quick dish, McFadden outside, Farrell stays onside, returns it to him, and Bonadio stacks it up on McFadden. Keeping the door closed, 2-0, the Friars still lead. Puck just shot into the Friars bench inadvertently. 2:01 remaining. Burke. Cutting through, looking slot. Azzuriti picks it off. Slides it to Catallo. Catallo drops back for Azzuriti. He scores! What a snipe from Tommy Azzuriti. And it's 3-0, just like that. Just a bullet of a wrist shot here from 1-9. After getting the pass from Cataldo, puts it up short side, top shelf. 3-0 lead now for St. Anthony's. Icing going to be called on Ward Melville here with 1:11 remaining in the first period. Friars going to work off the draw. Puck up top to the point. Norris is going to back off instead as McFadden had a lot of pace coming at him. Final minute of period 1. Shot from the outside off the stick of Caraher missed. It's with Carrasco, who kicks it to Kanksa. Kanksa's over the line. Drop pass. Opening up Caraher. Punched away Heffernan. 35 left. Big hit thrown on the boards by Lucas Sherman. Rayleigh trying to hack it out. It's kept in. Kanksa rolls to the middle. Carrasco stops up, moves it to Kelly in the high slot. That shot gets blocked. Still with the Friars with 10. Another one blocked. Trying to clear the zone. Instead, we're going to get a stoppage for an interference penalty. Power play on the way for the Friars. Sherman to the box, 2 for interference. Back to the point, kick save, rebound to Kelly on the backhand, blocked. And that is how the first will expire. 3-0 lead for the St. Anthony's Friars over the Ward Melville Patriots after 15 minutes of hockey. Don't go anywhere, back in a minute with period 2 here on the LI Sports Network. Second begins with the Friars on the power play, up 3-0. Is at the point, back to the left flank. Busa returns for Kanksa. Cataldo now settles it down. Evaluates, looking back door, jumps over the stick of Busa, racing over Sorrentino to keep it in for Kanksa. Snapshot, takes a deflection, and it goes out of play. Quick puck movement, Catallo blast, and Heffernan makes the glove stop there. Talo puts it low to Busa with a minute left here on the power play. Settles and goes up top to Kankso. Walks and shoots. Save Heffernan. Rebound still there. Sorrentino couldn't get a clean look. It's Catallo at the point, defended by McFadden. Back to Sorrentino. They'll switch spots. Dishes for Kanksa. Snap shot stopped up and held by Heffernan. Puck to the point for Budicavoli. D to D, it's Riggins. Back to Budicavoli. Right side, Ryan Riggins. Budicavoli started to drive, lost the puck though, and that'll allow McFadden to clear it. Bonadio puts it to the corner, and Rayleigh's gonna get there first for Ward. Melville right on net, but hits the outside of the cage. Riggins turns up ice. Riggins trying to drop it outside. Now back to the point. It's Carraher, 5-on-5 once again. He shoots, save made. Glove down by Kelly. Back up top, Carraher for Carrasco. For Budicavoli now, he'll turn and shoot wide. Rayleigh bats it out of the air, and that'll help Ward Melville clear the zone. Knocked down Carrasco, overskated it. Here comes McFadden. McFadden cuts to the middle, drops outside. Kazorik parried away by Bonadio. Spinning pass, broken up. Out come the Patriots. They've got numbers, 2-on-1. Burke shoots, pad save, rebound, another stop Bonadio. And that one doesn't go either. Azaridi leaves it for Riggins. Riggins protects the puck. Behind the net to Azaridi. Just lost the handle, trying to recover it now. Curls away from Sherman. Moves it low. Pops up, canks it down for Azaridi. Getting a piece of the stick was Kazorik, and out come Ward Melville. Flipping it in, Burke. A long stretch pass off the bench. Sorrentino gets a break. He's in! Puts it bar up. What a chance for Sorrentino. Let's take a look back at that save from Bonadio. Pulling double duty here. First one, low pad shot. Second one takes it off the shoulder. Third one here, didn't make it back at him, but he was ready if it did. Sorrentino knocks Schleider off the puck. Around to the point for Norris. Back into the corner. It's Azaridi. For Norris again. Shoots. Kicked aside. McFadden clears the zone. Icing on the way. from the point. That's blocked. Busa will get there first. Looking to spin away from Fisher. Pinched him against the boards. Comes back out of the zone. A regroup here for the Friars. Thrown in hard. Schleider back to get it. Busa runs into him. Kelly takes it back to the corner for Busa. A stick lift, a shot, pad save. McFadden looks to move it ahead. Taken away. Carrer on the backhand, and it's gloved by Heffernan. That chance gets blocked. Carrer is going to keep it in, though, knocking it down. That's on net. Blocked again, though. Curling off the boards. Carrer, pad save. Heffernan. Carrer. It's tied up by Sherman. Couldn't get a shot through. Delayed penalty is now Kazorik will touch up. And the Friars go on the power play. Power play begins. Down the boards to Catallo. 3-0 lead for the Friars as his pass goes off the skate of Busa. Azaridi to Busa. They switch spots. Busa goes to the corner. Bumper spot. Stiuso. Save. Rebound. Still kicking around in the crease. They score. Busa there to bat it in on the power play. And it's 4-0. For St. Anthony's here in period 2. The initial save, but it pops right up in the air over the head of Heffernan. And Boos is there to tap it in and extend the advantage for the Friars. 4-0 scoreline now here in the second. Off the back of that power play goal, Ward Melville looking to respond. Pushed ahead to Kelly, 2-on-2. Now a 3-on-2 with Carrasco and Riggins trying to move it to Riggins. Raley on the back check takes it away. Budicavoli jumps up, intercepts that pass, dumps it in. Slowed up by Schleider. Clears the zone, couldn't get it all the way down. Floated in by Stiuso. Kelly's going to be F1. Fisher off the boards. And Kelly's going to take the puck. Kelly with the pass. Turned aside by McFadden. Onto the corner, Sorrentino's shot, Carrasco's shot was saved. It's Kelly who rolls with it now, and he's taken down, drawing a penalty. Another power play for the Friars here. 8:18 left in the second. Chance to extend the lead. Puck to the wall to start the power play chance. Great keep in for Budicavoli. Hits Catallo. Drives down to the hash. Goes back door with it. Busa trying to redirect it in put it behind the net instead. Varsity with a quick spin. Paddle aside, Heffernan pops to the point to Budicavoli. Touch to Catallo, leaves it for Sorrentino. Back for Catallo. Varsity to the front. That hits the post. Sorrentino for Varsity. Puts it right off the pad of Heffernan, pops to Budicavoli. Goes to the corner to post up. Behind the net, Varsity takes the biscuit. Hits Catallo with the pass at the point. Walks to the left side. Pass hits a skate. Catallo still wheeling around trying to take it. Instead collected and wheeled out by Curley, who gets the red and fires it in. Busa spins away from Kazurik. Keeping the pressure on though as he looks middle with the pass. And unable to hold it with Sorrentino. Varsity still being pressured by Kazurik. He takes the puck and dumps it in. Catallo leaves it for Budicavoli. Touch pass to Catallo from Varsity. Turnover forced by the Patriots. They come out of the zone. Friars slow them up though. Catallo cuts in, takes the shot. Heffernan makes the save right as the penalty expires. Paragoski returns. We'll get an icing called with 6:12 left in period 2. Well, thank you for joining us tonight on the LI Sports Network. Travis Quigley here taking you through the action. Paul Trentini operating the camera for us this evening. Wednesday night hockey in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League, our last Wednesday night of 2025. It's poked out by Ward Melville. They don't have possession though, so can't take advantage of the numbers that they had. And right back out come the Friars. Riggins puts it out front off the side of the skate of Heffernan. Cleared out of harm's way by Fisher. Ward Melville looking to draw an opportunity. In doing so, they draw a penalty. And they'll get a power play opportunity now. Power play begins. Face off back to the point. McFadden shot. Pushed to the corner by Bonadio. Norris 2 for tripping. Curley to the slot. Blocked by Kanksa. Clearing attempt doesn't go. Curley's shot fought off. Fisher collects the rebound. Puts it back door. Still no shot attempt, no stick battling with Stiuso, and does just enough that allows Riggins to scoop it up and cut in shorthanded. Goes back door, chance off the side of the net for Kelly. Kazurik gonna race in now through neutral ice, gains red and dumps. Clearing attempt, glove down by Fisher. Out of the corner. Point for Burke. That's deflected. Save. Rebound. Swept away. Comes out to neutral ice. Burke wants to go quick. Knocked down by Riggins. Rolling puck. And it's the Friars who are going to have space to skate. Zorik's pass blocked. Kelly on him. Rayleigh back to help, pops it in the air, gloves it down, and now curls north. Rayleigh. Around the wall to Farrell. Trying to return it to him. 4 minutes left in the second. Up top for McFadden. Back for Rayleigh. To the point. Shot wide. Quick one back on goal. McFadden puts it through the blue paint, but couldn't hit the back of the net. So close. Turnover forced. Catallo, it's Azaridi, goes between the legs. He scores. Dial up Bucci for SportsCenter Top 10. Tommy Azaridi. Between the legs goal here in period 2. Adds a little flair to it too. Even stuck the right leg up in the air on it. $5-0 for the St. Anthony's Friars. And what a goal to complete the hat trick for Tommy Azaridi. Up to Catallo, redirection missed. Efferin's going to take the stoppage. Back to the point, Budicavoli towards goal. Blocked up by Sherman, Budicavoli on the keep. Down behind the net, over to Busa. Busa being pressured hard. Somehow keeps possession here. Around the cage. Sorrentino now up top to Norris at the point. Bounces over the twig and out to neutral ice. Paragoski out of the corner to Farrell. Pad save, Benadio. .145 left in the second period, losing his footing on the board, Sorrentino. That's going to allow Sherman to clear. And Kazorik takes the bouncing puck, fires wide of the net. Sherman back on goal, glove save, Benadio holds for the whistle. Melville win the face-off, but the Friars just all over it, hounding pucks tonight. It's Riggins. Riggins, pad save, went right to Kelly underneath his stick though. Burke backhands it deep and will continue his F1. To the slot, shot, they score! Curley breaks the shutout. It's 5-1 late in the second. Great job by Burke on the forecheck, stealing it away. Hits Curley in the high slot. And Benadio looking for the double pad stack again, a la Brandon Perrone. Couldn't get it to go that time. Worked in the first, didn't work for him here in the second. And the Patriots get on the board. 5-1. Final minute now of period 2. And it's Riggins Looking back door. Kelly got a piece, but couldn't put it on net. Thanks to Kelly. Now to Riggins. Sherman trying to clear. Back with Ryan Riggins. Rolls into the slot and stopped up by Heffernan. Shot stopped up, rebound still loose. Sorrentino, stick lift to the point. Stiuso couldn't keep it in. 2-on-1 chance, McFadden with Paragoski driving. To Paragoski, just over his stick. Friars looking for one last attempt. Busa just overskates it, as does Farrell, but McFadden's there to collect. Trying the windmill, Deke slowed up. Busa delayed offside here actually on Ward Melville. We got 3 seconds left in the period. McFadden whacks it forward. And that does it. 2 periods down, 1 to go. It's 5-1 in favor of the Friars. Don't go anywhere. 15 minutes of hockey left here on the LI Sports Network before we get to our final game of the night between Northport and Pat Med. Third's underway between the Friars and the Patriots. St. Anthony's up by 4, 5-1, as we begin the final period of play in this hockey game. Our middle game of the night here on the North Rink. Game 4 out of 6 on the schedule this evening. Our final game on the south side getting ready to kick off in a moment. The second of the JV doubleheader over there. The second of our varsity doubleheader featuring Northport and Pat Med coming up at the conclusion of this game. Friars looking to regain first in the standings as Azaridi steps into one. Hits the glass instead of the net. And now the Patriots force a turnover in with numbers, but the back check swarming them are the Friars. McFadden, pass is blocked. And Kanksa puts it off the wall to Catallo. Catallo continues wide onto his backhand, hits the post. He's had plenty of opportunities tonight. Just has the 1 goal under his belt so far. He could have 5 at least. Sherman put it wide. Off the bench, Rayleigh keeps it in, stops up on the wall. Sorrentino pins him there. Pops to the middle of the ice, and Leo Stiuso on the carry. Declan Farrell on the back check. Out front, off the paddle of Heffernan. Riggins all over McFadden in the corner. Engaging in battle. Catalo looking to help. McFadden comes out with it, lost the handle. Riggins turning it to the net. Inklin intercepts. Patriots can't clear first try. Now Farrell's pass doesn't find a home. Quick regroup for St. Anthony's. That shot gets covered up for the whistle. Heffernan poking it to the corner after popping around right on the goal line. Curley skates it out. Chip and chase for Curley. Slowed up by Stiuso. In front. Nothing doing there for Kazorik. Boosted shot right off the mask of Heffernan. And a save made, covered up, taking the whistle. Turnover forced by Kelly, moves it to Azaridi, spins it around behind the back, they score! Great puck movement from St. Anthony's, and it's 6-1. Great pass from Kelly, and Azaridi turns it around, tic-tac-toe. Karaher with the open net tap-in. Budicavoli hits Azaridi with the pass. Drops it over the blue, and Karaher shovels it to the corner. Azaridi wins the stick battle with Inklin. Up top for Norris at the point. Has a lane, redirected, goes wide. Back up top, Budicavoli fires. Glove save for Heffernan. Puck dumped in by Kazorik. Kept in. Kazorik drives, shoots, stick save. Chance for the Friars now. Catalo hits the glass and it skips out to the red line. Cataldo on his backhand, knifed away. Kanks on the keep in though. Floats it low to Sorrentino. Pass to Cataldo, rocket right over his stick. Stretch to McFadden, take it off the boards, pokes it into the zone, over the head of Rayleigh, couldn't glove it down. And now Cataldo gets it with speed, has Kanks a drive in the net, toe drag shot, toe save for Heffernan. It's Riggins, back in front off the tape of Sorrentino. Rayleigh skating it out, leaves it in space for McFadden. Over the blue line, 3-on-3, trying to float it back door. Rayleigh collects. Returns for McFadden, jumps off his skate, and is poked out by Riggins. Gonna be 2-on-1, Riggins and Cataldo. Riggins drives. Blocker save for Heffernan. Cataldo collects it. Gets tied up by Sherman. Pops out to Riggins in the slot, behind the back for Cataldo. Sherman blocks it, Heffernan gloves. Pad save, rebound, doesn't go, right off the post for Mauricio Carrasco. That one bounces off a couple skates, stuck on the side of the net. Looking point, Rayleigh's gonna swoop down and take it away. 7:45 remaining in regulation. Rayleigh's shot, Bonadio with the glove. Friars clear, they got numbers. Norris with a snapshot on net. It's gloved by Heffernan, he'll hold on. Azzariti posted behind the net. To Cataldo. Cataldo walks the ozone. Now out front. Couldn't get the puck to Norris. A high flip clears. And Burke's going to get there. One-on-one chance. Tries the toe drag move around Caraher. Swept it away from him. Budicavoli stops up to avoid Kazorik. Cataldo drop pass for Norris, trying to get to the cage. Blocked, Caraher spins, fanned on the attempt. Stretch pass, McFadden leaves it for Raley, who gets a breakaway. Raley for him, backhand, he scores! Raley makes it 6-2 here in the third period. McFadden stays on side. Catallo back checking hard, lifts the stick on Raley, but does a nice job protecting the puck. And a quick move around Bonadio. And Raley going to get his 7th of the season. Kelly dumps it in cross corner. And Azzariti on it, out front Sorrentino. Shovel shot denied. Raley trying to go long. It's knocked down by Kelly, now held in by Sorrentino. For Kelly. Trying to avoid the check. Sorrentino collects the puck with help from Azzariti. Pop to Kelly, went under his stick, now reaches back to collect it. Kankso, quick one-time try. Heffernan holds it. Sorrentino looking to go forward up the faceoff. Behind the back, pass blocked, puts it on goal, but hits the bar. Kangsta keeps it. Shot hits the glass. Skips all the way out to the red line. And resetting to do so. Schleider settles in front of his own bench, hard off the boards. Kangsa takes the red, puts it back in, and Heffernan will take another whistle. Four and a half left in this hockey game. Inkland looking to clear. It's knocked down by Carrasco. Stolen by Declan Farrell. And hits Raley on the tape. Catallo steps up at the blue and takes possession back. Carrasco wide on Inkland. Forced to the corner. Pinned on the wall. McFadden there to help out. Stolen from him. It's Raley who collects possession. Weaving through the middle of the ice. Raley knocked away. Off from the outside, Farrell's shot goes cross corner. Catallo run into by Raley. Puck hits the side of the net. Carrasco trying to reverse. He's got plenty of time and space now. It's Catallo. High flip across the sheet. Looking for Riggins. Riggins trying to catch up. Poked away from him. Back to the corner. Now Inkland. Catallo settles between the red and blue. Back in the O zone. He'll stop up, tries a drop pass, nobody home. 2-on-1. McFadden shoots, scores! McFadden makes it 6-3 with 3:09 left. Had Curley drive in the back post. McFadden delays, had his head looking past the whole way, changes the angle slightly, and beats Bonadio on the glove side. 6-3 score. Schleider looking to Burke. Missed his tape. It's back with Leo Stiuso. McFadden unassisted. 2 straight goals here for the Ward Melville Patriots in the third. Azzariti stops up to the slot. Stick lift on Carraher. Back with Azzariti. Goes to the point. Shot comes through. Save. Rebound. Just misses. It's Azzariti again. Split through 2. On his backhand. Back door. Poke check Heffernan. Turning shot misses, 2.5 remaining. Kanks is forced to the red line by Burke. Kazorik knocks him off the puck. Delayed offside on the Patriots. Burke's got to tag up. 2 minutes left in the game. Knifed away from Kanksa. Turning north, Kazorik looking middle, pass blocked by Stiuso. Wrapped to the weak side, it's Busa. Tough time settling it down. He's poked back to the corner. Hard off the wall and out for the Friars. Won't be an icing as the puck lost its legs. McFadden. Paragoski, one touch across the ice. With McFadden again. Has it poked away from him. Driving into the zone with a backhand shot. Carraher. That hit the backboards. Rayleigh takes it away out of the zone. Have to stop up. Busa got the angle right there. Trying to poke it past Paragoski. Here comes Busa. Azarides driving. Busa settles. Save Heffernan. Final minute of the game now. For Paragoski. Moves it to Rayleigh. Rayleigh drives wide on Norris. Back to the point for Inklin. Collected on the backhand. Riggins intercepts. Has Azaridi 2-on-1. Riggins to Azaridi. Back to him. Passes blocked. Captain Riggins. He's run into by Sherman. Wraps it around to the far side. Out to the high slot. Norris can't get a shot off. Rayleigh disrupts it. Kelly turns and looks. That's blocked. Poked out of the zone. Riggins going to settle it down. Takes it back in. A hard hit from Rayleigh. 2 seconds and 1. And that'll do it. The Friars complete the double this season over the Ward Melville Patriots. A 6-3 final score off the back of a Tommy Azaridi hat trick. The Friars go to 12-1-1. Back atop first place, tied with the Bulls in the varsity standings. Patriots fall to 3-12 here this season. Both these sides are back in action Monday, January 5th. We're going to have Pat Med and Ward Melville, a 7:50 puck drop. And we're going to have St. Anthony's and Sachem, a 9:20 puck drop. Both on Monday, January 5th, when these two squads return to the rinks. We'll see some of these players on December 27th for the SCHSHL Varsity Skills Competition and All-Star Game. For those that we won't see before the new year, we want to say happy and healthy holiday season to everybody from the LISN family. Hope you enjoy the time with your family and friends. Enjoy some good food, some good football. Maybe we'll get some snow, play a little bit of pond hockey. Of course, enjoy a fun New Year's celebration. Everybody stay safe. And again, back here, January 5th, to close out the 25-26 hockey season. One more game on the schedule tonight. Pat Med Northport coming up next. Friars get the 6-3 win over Ward Melville here in our middle contest. On behalf of Paul Trentini, I'm Travis Quigley, saying so long. Have a great rest of the night, everybody. Have a happy and healthy holiday, and we'll see you next time right here on the LI Sports Network.